Well, yeah, so I got into this game. Sadly, making this video quite shortly after I just woke up. And figured out the gameplay behind it as I do it. I'm gonna be brutally honest, this is not a video I want to make, but I kinda have to at this point. Yeah, so I think I made the right decision leaving Forsaken actively. So, for those who aren't caught up, aren't aware, a fan game was made called Forsaken Sandbox, which, yes, and I'm gonna sit here and openly admit this, by the way, yes, like, 95% of the assets were stolen shit. But the thing is, it was a place people were going to get the fuck away from Forsaken. Right? Because we don't want to deal with that. We don't want to be a part of a community that is actively okay with paying a pedophile money like that. And, I think the problem I'm really starting to have with it, I can't keep defending. I'm done defending it. Actually, I'm done defending it. I'm not gonna do it anymore. I refuse. I can't defend Forsaken. I can't defend the devs behind the game. I can't sit here and act like what's going on isn't bad. He hurt people. Like, this isn't just some joke. They were real people that got hurt by Soul's decisions. And actively, nothing is being done about it. He's pretty much being let off scot-free. He's still making 25% of the income, which not even the main owners of the game now are making nearly that much. That is a fourth of the game's overall income. That's not easy numbers, and I know we all know this, but it really is ridiculous on how graphic you really can realize that is. This isn't okay. So, to top it off, let's go further. We had Forsaken Sandbox be a thing. And for those who don't know, Forsaken Sandbox was, again, a fan game made with a lot of Forsaken assets. Old, new, stuff that wasn't used, stuff that shouldn't have been used. Admittedly, it was one of those games that obviously shouldn't exist, but we all went to because it was fucking anything but Forsaken. It got traction. And guess who decided to pop their goofy ass in the Discord server and ruin that? That's right, Basil of all people. Yes, your beloved Seal poster decided to go in and start war. And the problem is because she is an owner of Forsaken, the fucking game that it was based off of, she got away with destroying everything. It wouldn't surprise me by the end of today, for me, or within the next couple of days, Forsaken Sandbox is removed completely. You won't be able to find it. It's not like it was easy to find anyways. Roblox it fucking self is making it difficult to fucking find that shit. Normally I would keep my words a bit more aesthetic for YouTube. I can't. Not with this subject anymore. This is fucking stupid. This is ridiculous. These are grown-ass adults that actively have the power to fix shit, handle shit, and they're doing anything but. In fact, they're making it so difficult for anybody else to do anything to take care of this. They would rather be willing to make and punish the people who work on the main game. They actively threaten to fire them for going over to Forsaken Sandbox and doing anything with that game. Do you realize how fucking childish that is? Do you realize how ridiculous that is? No, volume's going off at this point. Hold on. No, this is serious, and I am full on going to make this. This isn't just a thing. This is ridiculous. I have nothing. There's no other words I can give this other than this is absolutely ridiculous. These are real people that are being harmed by these decisions. Real fucking people. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody's done anything to deal with this. And the people who are attempting to fight, trying their best, there's only so much they're able to do. There's only so much that they're able to do. This isn't a silly haha funny moment anymore. This is affecting hundreds, thousands of people. And I don't want to be that guy, but somebody has to come out and not sugarcoat it. Actively talk about what is going on here. These are people that are being threatened to lose their job because they're wanting to actively leave a fucking space they don't feel comfortable in. Like, we get that, you know, it's stolen content. And, I mean, yeah, stolen content's never good. Maybe if that content wasn't actively being used to support Giga Hitler, we wouldn't care. I'm not going back. I know how I said in the last video that maybe, just maybe, I might go back here, and I'm fucking done. I can't. And I refuse. There's nothing to go back to anymore. The memories to be made, nothing. It's not worth it. I can't actively support this shit anymore. I have no words behind it. I refuse to try sitting here and saying that there's anything. There's not. And it fucking hurts, by the way. This isn't something I want to do. This isn't a decision I want to make. I'm not being left with a decision. Nobody is. Everybody's leaving Forsaken. Their content creators are disappearing, going anywhere else. Mind you, you're not gonna get your outreach and continue to get your outreach if you didn't have your content creators, and you were actively doing everything but making them want to say. I can't make this shit up anymore. This is unexcusable behavior. This isn't something we can just idly sit back and let happen. And yeah, I refuse to just sit back and let it happen. I'm not going to. And if it is going to happen, I'm not going to be a part of it. I don't want anything to fucking do with it. At all. Brutally, I feel kind of disgusted to even say I was playing it for so fucking long after I knew. I knew a lot about what was going on. But I am the kind of person that was actually able to look past a lot of that and enjoy the game for what it is, a fun Roblox game. But at this point, when the head developers and owners of the fucking game itself are actively going out and making sure that nobody can find that save space because they're deleting that save space in general, doing everything they can to destroy it. You wanna know what's crazy? It wouldn't surprise me if Redux is next. For those who aren't aware, Redux had already been taken down once before. They had to do a lot of changing. A lot of changing to stay up. As of right now, it technically is still a Forsaken fan game. However, it doesn't have the name Forsaken in it, and it is a lot different via gameplay. You're still doing generators. You're still having the same characters, but it feels a lot different. There's plenty of different skins. It don't feel like Forsaken, but it wouldn't surprise me that it's because there are shared assets there that it's gonna be next on the chopping block. That a lot of these Forsaken shitposts, these Forsaken fan games are gonna be on the chopping block. Thank God things like Die of Death, Doomed by Fate, they ain't going anywhere. They didn't take anything from Forsaken. And before somebody says, well, Doomed by Fate has John Doe and Jane Doe, motherfucker, if you played a single round of Doomed by Fate and you've seen John, they look nothing alike. And I guess you could say a couple of the moves have inspiration, but they, again, feels completely different. It is a completely different game. The problem I see with it is anything based off of Forsaken. I can't sit here and say I hate Forsaken. I don't hate the game. I hate the people behind it. They are miserable, dirty, and dark people that are running this fucking shit. Soul had to have trained both of them in different fucking ways. Originally, yeah, I thought Basil would be different. I thought Basil would kind of just be that one who was just there to kind of just, you know, be silly and shit. No, she's fucking just as twisted as fucking Hitoko and Soul. It's inexcusable behavior on everybody's part. And the more I sit here and have to think about it, the sicker I feel. This is a place that people went to be okay with a community they still wanted to be actively a part of. Because, admittedly, the Forsaken community isn't all bad. Like, yeah, just like with any community, it's not great, by any means. I'm not going to sit here and excuse it for that. But it wasn't terrible. And it was an alright community. A lot of the people I have met via the Forsaken community are amazing people. The content creator that I met and I can actively call my friends is an amazing person. The reason I made that I'm leaving Forsaken videos because he made his. He's done. I'm done. Sarazik left ages ago. That should have been everybody's fucking hint that something shit's going down. Fucking Duck is done. I'm pretty sure Haymaker ain't gonna be lasting too much longer. Pretty sure Haymaker already put out his fucking post on it. How many more of your big head content creators with these actual numbers who are doing the fucking hard work for you will it take for you to pull your head out of your ass and realize you're not going to survive? Your game is dying. There's nothing left. You have actively gotten rid of everybody who was there willing to fight for you. Anybody who had a shit left to give, you pushed away. I can't sugarcoat this anymore, and this is going to be one of my longer videos, and I hate the fact this is going to be one of my longer videos, but this rant has to be made by somebody, and if it has to be a smaller, unknown person like me, and the word has to get out via me going to certain people to help get it out, fuck it, you know what, somebody's gonna make it happen. And I'll be damned if this conversation isn't had. It needs to be had. People need to know how serious this shit is. Soul has done some very inexcusable things. You cannot sit there and defend him. There's nothing to defend. He destroyed any source of defense he had for himself. And Hitoko and Basil have actively done the same thing for themselves. They are actively supporting him. They're actively okay with supporting him. Nobody else on that dev team I have actively seen. Mind you, I've only been focusing on the main devs. So do not quote me on this, but I haven't seen anybody else's name. I go to Twitter for this shit. Why? Because as much as Twitter is a fucking hellhole, people don't fucking talk. When it comes to drama like this, it is a great way to find it. It is a great way to see people want to bitch and complain. And you know what? The entire situation behind Forsaken and Forsaken Sandbox is actively on Twitter and all over it right now. We had Sandbox for less than a month. I'm not even sure if it's been half a month yet. Before it's being thrown in the dumpster. Before it's being thrown in the trash. Because Basil saw it as competition, wanted to stick her fat fucking nose in, and deal with it. Bitch, how about you go deal with fucking doing your goddamn job instead of Basil posting? Do the one job you're supposed to do. No, you would rather sit there and ruin everybody else's entertainment than do the one job you're supposed to do. How much of a sorry fucking loser do you need to be? I can't excuse this anymore. I refuse to excuse this behavior. Like, bro, I haven't even been able to finish. I made my coffee. I saw this fucking bullshit happen. Immediately knew I needed to make a video on it. I can't, dude. I can't excuse this any further. I can't hide behind the lines as somebody who's been... I have been playing Forsaken since the fucking Dusakar update. I may not be a day one player, but goddamn, I'm pretty fucking close. I've been playing this shit for a while now. This is inexcusable. There is no excuse behind this. There's nothing that can be said about this situation that'll make it any better. This is at its fucking limit. People are at their fucking limit. Forsaken Sandbox could have been something. Could have been the way out. And fucking, it's not like everybody was moving over. Like, yeah, a small group of us were moving over. We just don't want anything to fucking do with Soul or your bullshit. We're tired of the drama. I might have been able to sit there and stay if it wasn't for the amount of bullshit. I was actively able to sit there and stay knowing that Soul's making income because I wasn't fucking actively putting money in the game. I bought VIP ages ago and that was the only damn thing I wanted. But as of now, there's nothing worth staying there for. You can't excuse the fact that the game's good anymore either. It's not even that great anymore. The game's okay. There's better opportunities elsewhere. And I think both Basil and Hitoko know this. And I think that's why Basil did what she did last night. Yes, by the way, this shit just happened last night. I wake up to the news of it. This is inexcusable. I am putting up my video of unedited content behind the situation. I'm not gonna edit this video either, because you know what? This is raw emotion I'm keeping in here, bro. I refuse to sit here and hide behind editing. No, you guys are getting the raw fucking content. Proof that I'm not editing my shit. I'm not reading a script. I'm playing BattleBricks as I'm saying this shit. This is as raw as I can fucking get it, dude. I'm fucking done. And I think you guys should be too. I'm not gonna force anybody to stop playing the game. That is not my job. It's not my will. It's not my fucking place. But I can't excuse you for continuing to play it either. I'm not gonna unfriend people for doing it. I don't care. I'm not gonna fucking look at you the same way. There's too much going on. You should not be playing Forsaken anymore. It cannot be that fun. I don't fucking care if you've been playing since day one, have 50 days of playtime. There's not enough there to still keep going through it. Right? I'm trying to express to the best of my abilities, how fucked this situation is. You have had Haymaker, Sarazik, Duck, Misfire, content creators with good numbers leave, and many more willing to, ready to. You have had a majority of your people want to go and find a way out. 10,000 CCU is what Sandbox hit. That is 10,000 people who went there either A, because they thought it was a fun game, or B, wanted fucking out. And Basil went over and got rid of that. She went out of her way to A, threaten her own team to leave or they would be fired. Threatened the creators of Sandbox to delete everything because they were too much of a fucking bitch to understand that their game would be in harm if they let it still exist. They went out of their way to go after people who were actively just wanting peace and not having to deal with drama for one simple fucking project to make people happy. They gained nothing out of it. Nothing. Not a paycheck. Nothing. Other than maybe a thank you. Nothing. And Hazel went out of her way to destroy that. I'm okay for being petty. I've been petty before. But this is a whole new level of petty. This is a whole new level of fucked up. And everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. This is a whole new motherfucking level of good God. I'm done excusing this fucking game. I'm done excusing this fucking community. And I'm not talking about the community in general. I'm talking about the people who run this fucking community. I'm talking about the fucking devs of this goddamn game. The head devs. I am straight talking to Hitoko and Basil here. And you know what? If this video for some reason gets to them, and they want to come at me, I fucking am ready. Let's throw hands. I am ready for this shit. I would be more than willing to go. You have nothing you can do against me. Nothing. Because I actively have nothing to lose against your game. Against you. So yes, if this video is to get to you two, this part is specifically for you. Pull your fucking dumbass heads out of your ass. Clean the shit out of your ears. Listen to your motherfucking community and look at your motherfucking community. You're losing everyone. Slowly but surely, you will have nothing left but the dumpster fire you have created. You can no longer blame this on Soul. These are your actions you are doing. Soul is to blame for starting this. You were egging it on. You were continuing to burn this fire. It is inexcusable. Basil, you could have just left your fucking stupid fucking nose out of everything. You could have just kept a seal posting and we would have been fine with it. We would have been less angry. If you would have just kept being that goofy fucking seal poster. But no. You had to push your nose right fucking in where it didn't belong. You could have let Hitoko deal with that shit. You could have kept out of the fucking fire. You could have maybe come out of this situation with a goddamn name that's not being fucking thrown to the dirt. But no. You had to go in there. You had to go after good people doing maybe not so good things, but they were doing it for the fucking people, for the community. And I guarantee deep down you know that. You know they were good people trying to do a good cause. This situation has me more heated than you guys could ever know. This is a game I have thrown a lot of my time into. I have made friends. I have joined community. I have made connections off of. This isn't something small. This is a game I have actively thrown weeks of my time into. IRL weeks. Like, if I were to sit down 24/7, I have a couple of weeks of my actual time being thrown into this fucking game. So this shit hurts. A lot. I can't. I give up. I give up on Forsaken. There's nothing left for me to go back to. There's nothing worth going back for. All I have to say is 3 things to 3 different groups of people. For the people who are actively leaving Forsaken, if you can find somewhere something else, give people the knowledge of it. Let us move on. For the people who are actively staying in Forsaken, I do respect you. I understand why. As much as I don't agree with it, I know why. I get it. And for the devs behind the game that aren't Taitoko and aren't Basil, I hope you find a way out, because I know a lot of you want out. I hope that Forsaken hasn't destroyed any well-being of yours. I hope that it doesn't actively destroy any way of finding a way out. I hope that another dev team will actively see and understand that you wanted out, you couldn't get out because that was your job, that was your wellhood. I hope that you guys do okay. But I'm done. Others are done. And I have nothing left to say to the game. To the people who wish to stay, I wish you the best of luck. I'm going to be sharing this video. I'm going to try getting it to have outreach. I'm going to ask for it to get outreach, because this needs to be heard. Because I am the kind of person, I won't sugarcoat shit. I'm done sugarcoating things for people. I'm not doing it anymore. Not with situations like this. So, I'm going to put this video out. I'm going to share it to places. I'm going to make sure it gets its outreach. I'm going to make sure it gets seen. We're done. No more. This is Foxy. I am signing off for now. I might make more videos here in a bit. In time. But the main source of what I was going to originally make videos on, it's not happening anymore. Do not ask me to make Forsaken content. I refuse. If it is a Forsaken fan game, I have no problem with it. If it is an ASYM game, I have no problem with it as long as there's not controversies behind it. But I'm done with Forsaken itself. I'm done. And I will not be coming back.